Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am GrandMcLegend, and today we are going to be having a look at the Type 5 Heavy and the fact that it is now in the shop for crates. Now, this tank is a bit odd because it's in crates, not because it's not a tech tree. I think we need to get used to the fact that this is not going to be a tech tree. But it's not like anyone wanted to deal with tier 6 and 7 super heavies anyway. But yeah, moving on. This tank is now in the shop for crates. You need 50 charms to get this tank. And it is pretty stupid because this tank now costs about 250 American dollars, I believe. At least that's what Azen says. But yeah, today we're just going to have a look through it. We're going to show you a really good replay that I had in it. And we're going to see exactly how this tank plays. So, first off, the armor profile. This is against the Type 5 Heavy, so yeah, this isn't going to be the standard thing you see. So if we just go and get an E5, wherever the hell it is, put on heat, calibrated shells, yeah, you're going to pen, because it's, well, yeah, you're just going to pen, that's it. In most of the games that I've had in this, people usually bounce. That's probably because they do not use calibrated shells and you're just wiggling everywhere. Like here, for example, you would bounce a lot of shells, except if you go into the cutouts here, or if you go to the observation ports, I think they are, or just in general the lower plate. But if they just use regular rounds, yeah, you're not penning shit. So yeah, it's pretty nice armor-wise. But once you get to them tanks where they know how to pen you, yeah, you're not going to bounce much. So when you use enhanced armor on this tank, you can see that these cutouts here they just disappear. Like, they do not exist, especially when you're using gun depression. Hatch, you're probably never ever going to pen, and if you're going hull down, yeah, you're not going to see anything. So yeah, it's pretty stupid armor-wise. There is like a really annoying shot that you can have here, which is using the underside of the trims on the outside, which is basically an overmatch pretty much, I believe, or it's just really easy to pen. So yeah, moving on, there is nothing much else to say about the armor profile, though the rear of the turret in this and the other side are the most prone to HE. Now I would keep that in mind, as that you can't pen it from the back because this is 180mm and 200mm, but these are 80mm, so this is the best place to shoot HE on this tank if you ever want to shoot it. But yeah, if you're going hull down and you're using enhanced armor, yeah, you're not penning this tank. Moving on to the stats, so let's have a look. 2325 DPM on your regular AP. This does have premium AP with more damage. So 2657 on your premium AP and 3653 on that HE. HE has 1100 damage, which is just stupid, and premium AP has 800, base AP has 700. Module damage is all the same. If you come up against an IS-7 or a 60 TP and you're looking side onto it, yeah, you're gonna ammo rack it. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Penetration, you have 255 on your AP, 205 on your premium AP, and 82 on your HE. But if you're running with calibrated shells, which you should do not use rammer. I forgot to equip it. So we'll just quickly do this, and there we go. So yeah, it's just a little bit less DPM. And then your pen on the regular AP is 275, which, believe it or not, can get you through quite a few things, except if you're coming up against those heavy tanks. If you meet those medium tanks, you'll be able to pen them pretty easily. Same with the regular AP as well, but you'd need to be... you'd need to try and get the sides of the vehicles because you just won't pen them. Or just tanks with general poor armor, basically. And the HE is 89. So yeah, it's not bad at all. It is really not bad. You have a 152mm caliber, so you can overmatch anything that has a 50mm plate. Say, like, I don't know, a roof of a vehicle. But moving on, shell velocity on the HE is 400, which is absolutely crap. 500 on both, well, the regular AP and 650 on the premium AP. So you can run it with the supercharger, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's still pretty bad. So I definitely recommend running the aim time, because while I'm playing this vehicle, the shell velocity doesn't seem that bad unless you're at a distance, which you really shouldn't be. If I see you camping in a Type 5 Heavy, I will rapidly approach your location. So yeah, please don't camp in your Type 5. Go up front and personal. You trust me, you will do really, really well. So moving on, you have 46 shells in your tank, and you also have a 2.42 second aim time. That is not true to stats on Blitz. It's actually like 4.9 seconds. I have no idea how this translates, but yeah, it's the worst aim time in tier 10. So do keep that in mind. Dispersion, while still, is 0.346. Do I have refined gun on this? I do. And on moving, it's 0.186, and then 0.205, and then 0.0112. And then, of course, on shooting, it is absolutely massive. So, yeah, you need to try and aim your shots, because you just won't pen. It's 152mm. You ain't penning crap if you're not going to aim. So, yeah, do aim when you can. And then you have 8 degrees of gun depression. So, yeah, the accuracy is subpar, but it's really, really nice for what this tank is, I'll admit. But yeah, moving on, we've got the maneuverability now. 27 kilometers an hour top speed. It doesn't actually feel that slow, to be honest. But yeah, it's whatever floats your boat. 15 kilometers an hour reverse, which is really nice for a tank like this. What else have we got? The terrain crossing capacity is really nice, actually. Like, you got top on each of them except the soft, which is 4th, which is really, really nice, actually. So yeah, I'm not going to complain. And we have 10.5 power to weight, which is actually pretty bad. So I definitely recommend not running fuel, actually, because this thing's ammo rack is weak as hell. So yeah, do take the protective kit on this vehicle, because you will just get ammo racks really, really easily. Trust me, nearly every battle I have my ammo rack crit, because what they do is they shoot the cutouts. If you shoot the cutouts, that is nearly a guaranteed ammo rack crit. So yeah, do keep that in mind. And let's just quickly hop over to Blitz, where I do not want to see the store. I want to go to this replay. So here we are in the Type 5 Heavy, and we are on dead rail. So of course we are not going to go medium side, because we wouldn't even get there. And we are just going to skip ahead a few seconds. I was going to plan on going up to this area here, because I saw that my Heavy was not moving. So I just decided to go this way anyway, because our 140 is spotting. So we are going to try and get a HE shell into the Type 71. Now the HE, let's talk about the HE on this vehicle. Because you're a 152mm gun, you will be able to still do splash damage of about 500 if you splash the tank. So we do encounter a VZ55 here, and we're just going to obliterate this guy. He's AFK, and he's just sat in the open, which is basically free damage. So yeah, let's see what the team is doing. So we do have a Kranwagen going hold down against our tanks here, and there is also a, what was it again? I can't even remember. It's a Type 71. And then we do also have the E4 who has just died. So the VZ does come alive, and you will see the fact that he just comes outside onto a Type 5 Heavy, like, and he's just bouncing us. So it's really easy to bounce shells in this tank. He's trying to go for my hatch, which he does the second time. Kudos to him, but he does get killed. So yeah, he is no problem to me anymore. So we do have like a Progetto over here for some absurd reason. So what we're going to do, we're just going to whack a nice 1000 damage into his turret with that premium AP. Now you can see this tank, it really doesn't struggle in the pen department. Especially when you're aiming your shells and you're in the right scenarios. Yeah, you will bounce, well, not bounce, you will pen quite a few shells, which you will see this game, to be fair. So I'm going to see if I can see this Progetto. He has moved. He has moved. So we are just going to push forward. And we do see the Kranwagen. So we just put on the HE. And, yeah, 1,157 damage into the Kranwagen. We didn't even have to try. And we're already at 3,400 damage. It's just so stupid. Now, I will say, we didn't test out the armor that much this game. It's mainly the gun. And, when I try and block the damage, everyone pens. So the best thing to do is basically try not to bounce shells, because you will just get penned and you will do actually much better than you think. So we are just going to kill this Kranwagen. T22 medium was set on fire and is now killed. We are at 5,827 damage and we are against a Type 71. So what's the best thing to do in this scenario? He is penning us because he has premium AP and he is just, I'm not actually sure where he's penning us. I think it's the side, well, the cutouts, which isn't surprising. So we're just going to go against this guy and see what we can do. So we do get a shell into him, which was on the cutout on the Type 71, and we're just going to get another shell into him. We can overmatch his roof because of that caliber, so we're just going to get another shell into him. 7,887 damage. If that grill was dead, we would have broke 8k. I was devastated. 8,000 damage nearly. But yeah, we did get 880 block damage. But if we got that last shell on that Type 71, we would have got 8,200 damage. I was heartbroken. But nonetheless, it's broke my 3-year-old record in the badger of 7,765 damage, which I'm not going to complain about. So yeah, of course it got killed by this guy who did 971 damage. But yeah, that is the Type 5 Heavy. Fantastic tank in my opinion. It is really nice to play and it does really well on the battlefield, especially with the armor it's got compared with the gun. People will be people will say, oh, it's inaccurate, it's not an accurate gun, it's so troll. I mean, it's RNG. I mean, at the end of the day, it is RNG, and you just need to know how to use that gun in the right situations. But yeah, that is basically it. Do I recommend going to the shop and buying 50 of these crates? No, I do not. I paid £20 to get this tank, and I got it on the second crate. Like, it's just luck. But yeah, do I recommend getting them? Maybe 1 or 2. The store isn't loading. 1 or 2 is about like £5 or £10, I think. So yeah, I do recommend going and trying your luck. Only 1 or 2 though. If you don't get it, then it's up to you. But I don't recommend getting too many because it's $250 at the end of the day. But yeah, that is basically it from me, and I do thank you all for watching. I do subscribe and like the video, as it really helps me out. And next video we will have a look at the NC70 Błyskawica and about the assault shells mechanic. But for now, that is it from me, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.